Hi, my name is Adam Boatsman and I'm one of the founders of BGW CPA. As a new client comes on board with BGW, one of the things that I always like to ask during our onboarding process is, why did you start the company and what are you passionate about doing? So I thought I'd take this opportunity for you to hear a little bit about why I started BGW and what we're passionate about doing as an organization. I started my career with one of the largest public accounting firms in the world, working with some of the largest companies in the world, and it was great training. It taught me to solve really complicated business problems. It was beaten into me, both within my company and also within our client companies, that, hey, we wouldn't have hired you if we already knew the answer to the problem. But what I found that I was missing from my life is that I didn't really feel like I was helping people. So I wanted to start a company that would combine some of the great training that I had in terms of helping people solve really complicated, challenging problems, along with really helping people directly, which is how BGW CPA got launched. Started with my brother-in-law and our wives. So, we started as a family business, as a lot of our clients are. And we found that the people that we could most influence were small businesses and entrepreneurs. So usually first, second generation family members. Revenue size for us didn't really matter, as long as we had a direct line of contact with the ownership group or the leadership group of the company, and we were really helping them make a difference in their lives. I'm really passionate about the fact that every business owner gets an MBA at some point along the road to operating their business successfully, and you're really only debating how much you paid for it. So either you got 7 or 8 Harvard MBAs that you had to pay for based on your lessons learned. Some people will call those mistakes that they made along the way. Or you went to a good state school. So I really view my job as making sure that that MBA costs as little as possible. And that really comes through a few different flavors. First, it starts with really good, effective tax planning. So our goal, since that's one of the biggest expenses that you're going to face as a business owner, is to make sure that that liability is managed appropriately, and you're always aware of what it's going to look like and know the levers that you can pull to manipulate it one way or the other using legally aggressive ways to do so. At the same time, every business has capital requirements. It can be either working with a bank, working with private equity, raising capital, selling your company. So we need to produce a set of financial statements that look really good for those sources, using appropriate accounting methods where we need to, but at the same time understand that we're also trying to minimize tax liabilities, and we're trying to make sure that all that stuff is happening in a very easy to understand way. And then really the third thing that we focus on, which is really the most important thing, is on that MBA piece, which is how can you more effectively run your business, create more wealth with the lowest level of risk that you can tolerate. Every business has 3 basic functions: sales and marketing, operations, and finance. And you may think, well, how can my CPA firm help me with sales and marketing, as an example? Well, I can't help you sell things, but what I can do is help you put metrics in place for measuring whether or not your sales or marketing programs are effective, so that you know that your dollars are properly utilized. Can I tell you how to manufacture and engineer a product? No, I can't, but I can give you financial benchmarks to shoot for in terms of how much you should be carrying in inventory. What your cost of goods sold really should be to hit your profit margins. When you can run discounts because you have extra capacity, when you should sell off obsolete inventory to make more money. So those are all things that a CPA should bring to you, and the kind of tools that we put in place to help all of our clients. At the end of the day, we started as a family business, and we love serving businesses that treat their customers, their employees, as families. It's what we're passionate about. It's what we thrive doing. So a lot of people ask, who's going to be a really good client for BGW? And my answer to that, I quote from my father-in-law, is that I don't want to work with any crazy people, and I don't want to work with any whack jobs. To boil that down, what that really means is we're looking for business owners. We line up best with people that are humble and willing to learn, and at the same time willing to make decisions. And if you're willing to do that, we're going to be a good fit, because our job is to make sure that we're bringing ideas to the table based on the observations that we see and the collective experiences that we have within our client family. We hope that from this video you find that we're a good fit for you. If we're not, we completely understand. But if you'd like to learn more about BGW, please keep on exploring and we'd be happy to talk to you. Thanks again and look forward to speaking with you.